Sorry.
Aries Spears. So the $25,000 thing comes out. I'm out with my kids, right? We're doing like an escape room, if you know what that is.
Yeah.
Right? I'm out with my twins. We're doing an escape room, and I'm enjoying my time with my kids. So then I get these text messages from Aries. Yo, Boosie's getting $25,000. We need to renegotiate. And look at these comments. Look at these YouTube comments. I only watch Vlad TV when Aries on. Yo, Aries needs a raise. Aries is my favorite guest. He's the only one I watched. And I said, well, first of all, you just got raised up. You get nowhere near the views of Boosie. Nowhere near the views. Like, Boosie's just a way bigger figure. The shows that Boosie does are massive compared to what Aries Spears does. Boosie on camera is way more entertaining than damn near anybody. Boosie's a force, man. He's an awesome personality. And on top of it, when I told him, the whole thing with Boosie getting paid 25, Boosie was really getting paid 20, but then I figured out a way to get him more money by doing house tours. You see what I'm saying? So it's really 20 plus 5 for the house tour. Yeah. And a lot of times the interview might not make the 20, but the house tour will make some extra money. And overall, it makes money. Me and Aries don't do house tours. And I'm like, fam, you just got raised up. We can't have a conversation based on YouTube comments. He's like, yo, you're not going to convince me what I'm worth. Look at these people. They say they come only for me, and you need to up my salary.
Oh, it's like a hostile takeover, huh?
And if you don't, then maybe we're done.
Oh, wow. Playing like that.
I said, listen, I'm out with my kids, right? I don't have access to my laptop, to the numbers or whatever else. So I get home and I said, yo, now I'm home. Let's have a conversation about the numbers. He said, cool, let's do it. I said, cool, what time works for you? At 5 o'clock. Bet. I change around my schedule. I clear my schedule out. And I'm like, okay, me and Aries are going to have a business conversation at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock rolls around, he doesn't respond.
Yeah, I think he don't see him as a friend at all. Like, he see that as straight business. Boosie, he sees more of a gentleman, more of a friend, but it just didn't work out. He made it work for Boosie, but not Aries. He couldn't do it. So that's like, well, with Aries, this is just business, bro. I don't really even like you for real. I don't even give you premium money. Like, I just gave you a raise and it was only $1,000. Like, you ain't Boosie type shit. You know what I mean? I don't really respect you like that. And that's how I see what he's doing. Let's keep going.
I said, all right, cool. Next morning, maybe around, 10:30, 11 o'clock, I hit him up again. I said, do you still want to have this conversation? You know what he said?
What?
Yeah, at some point. I looked at my phone and I said, I am done with this motherfucker forever. Aries Spears. Aries Spears.
Yeah, he was being a little sassy, G. Don't y'all think that? Vlad was being a little sassy, man. He said, not at this point. He said, fuck the guy. Because you didn't have really respect for the guy anyway. And plus, on top of that, somebody that was making you money is now no longer making you money, right? And that's just a defense. And that's a defense for like Aries Spears, right? Now, if it's warranted that, yes, bro, you're not making enough money, then so be it. You ain't making enough money, bro. But I think he said fuck him because it's like, okay, you want to hold something over my head over somebody that's making 5 times more than you. So you want more money when I just gave you more money. You're not that valuable to me. Fuck off type shit. And that's the vibe I got there. So here's the response that Aries Spears gave. It's really long-winded. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just increase the speed a little bit because this nigga like to rant. You know what I'm saying? Like to rant a little bit. Let me just increase the speed a little bit.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Aries Spears here. Listen, man, I said I wasn't going to address this because I didn't feel like I really needed to. But I'm gonna address it because the warrior-like spirit in me that's an Aries, because that's my zodiac, is fighting it. But I'm gonna try to be a gentleman about it as much as I can. Apparently, Vlad decided to do an interview where he's taking shots at me and throwing me under the bus. And let me just say for the record, Vlad, you are a coward, a narcissist, and a hypocrite. Because I didn't even really watch the whole video, because what turned me off immediately was he started out by saying, we're not friends. You said to me in my face on multiple occasions that we are friends. But now all of a sudden, because I asked you for a bump in pay and that pissed you off, we're not friends. So which is it? Tell the truth. And let me give you all a little bit of backstory. So basically I called Vlad and said, look, I feel like I want a little bit of bump in pay because I know my value. You once had Lord Jamar, Godfrey, Tony Yayo, Boozy, and me. All of which many times people said were your best guess. Who's the only one left? Me. Godfrey left, Jamar left, Yayo left, and Boozy left. I'm the last one standing. And when people go, yo, I watched the show because of you, yo, I subscribe to his channel, the moment your interview's over, I unsubscribe. There's value in that. So you're mad at me because I'm recognizing my worth? And I told you I wanted to be fair. I wasn't even saying pay me what you pay Boozy, because I get it. From a numbers business standpoint, I get it. I'm just asking you to be a little bit fair. And now here's the thing. Again, you're a liar, you're a coward, and you're a hypocrite. Because what you do is you want to be seen so badly instead of just doing what you do best, which is stay behind the camera. 2 times you asked to come to my shows. One, I forget where it was in LA. I think it was Oxnard or Brea or whatever. And then the other one at the Nova Theater. Both times I gave you free tickets. And you said to me both times, yo, shout me out, shout me out. Why is that? Because it's so important for you to have the attention on yourself. And I didn't shout you out because I knew that. That was my moment. That was my time. When I'm on your show, it's both our times. So there's that. Then here's the other thing. You went and talked shit about my podcast partner, Andy Steinberg, who you befriended. Both times you came to my show. Now all of a sudden, you talking shit about him? Make that make sense. And let's get another thing straight. 9 times out of 10, when you want to boost your numbers, who do you always go to? The black community. So whether you are using us to help your platform, and I'll be real, we help each other. And I've said that. I've never disrespected you. I've never talked crazy about you. I just simply said I want my worth. But you use the black community when you need us, and you play the black card when you in some black dussy. And when I say dussy, I don't mean the word dussy. I mean a word that starts with P that rhymes with dussy. Because that's who you are, gadget. And when I say gadget, I'm not talking about the word gadget. I'm talking about a word that starts with F that rhymes with gadget. You understand what I'm saying? You gadget dussy? And I'll do you one better. I'll come on your show one more time for free. You ain't got to pay me shit. And we can talk about it right then and there so we can get the truth. Because there's 3 sides to the truth.
Pause. He didn't have to do all that extra shit he just said. How you gonna say gadget gushy and then curse after that? Sir, you might as well have said the word. It doesn't really matter, bro. Literally. You already dissing him. You might as well say the word. Gadget gushy. That nigga gadget gushy. All right. I know what he meant, but it's like, come on, bro. You ain't got to do all that.
Your story, my story, and the truth. So don't be a coward. Bring me back, and let's go through it. And I'll take a page out of Cannabis's book, Second Round Knockout against LL. We could get it live in front of the cameras on your own sitcom. I'll let you kick a verse. Fuck it, I'll let you kick them all. I'll even wait for the studio audience to applaud. Now watch me rip the tap from your arm. Stick it for your Vanguard award in front of your mother first, second, and third born. Have me get on the horn, call Minister Farrakhan, so he could persuade me to squash it. I say, now fuck that. He started it. He forgot what a hardcore artist is. You want to talk shit about me? One of the best shit talkers in the game? Bring your ass, nigga. Bring your ass. Have me on. Don't be a coward, dussy. Don't be a coward, gadget. Let's get it on. Because you Russian, I'll do like Drago. If he dies, he dies.
This nigga don't stop playing games. He always making a joke. This ain't a joking matter, goddammit. Be serious. Aries Spears, be serious, G. Like, he talking about gadget gushy. And is make it, if he dies, he dies because he Russian. This nigga always funny. He mad funny now. Like, this one a nigga mad as hell, but he's still making jokes. But look. Yes, I see. It says Vlad is a culture vulture. Yeah, in a way, I agree with it. Yes. And the thing is with Vlad, bro, everybody must understand. I understand he's a businessman, and Aries Spears in this instance, he's not 100% right. He's not 100% wrong. In this instance, he's not bigger than the program. So you got to understand when you work for somebody and they're paying you to perform, they can cut you off like that. They can cut you off like that. That's it, right? Same goes vice versa. Even Vlad has a is if his platform is YouTube based, YouTube is the platform. That's the master, and then he's the LLC under that of the YouTube, and then Aries Spears is under that. So it's kind of like Aries Spears, you must do what Vlad tells you to do because that is the owner of the platform, and then Vlad has to do what YouTube tells him to do unless he takes his platform into a different form, right? That being said, Aries Spears is not neither wrong nor right in this instance, but I think he's a little butthurt because the first thing he said is, "Oh, we not friends." Aries Spears thought they were buddies. Yep. Aries Spears mother thought they were actually friends, and that can hurt a man's soul when you thinking that you really somebody's buddy, somebody's friend, and they actually like kind of like say like fuck this nigga, he ain't my friend, I don't give a damn. I think Aries Spears took that personal because he thought they were actually cool, but I guess that wasn't the case. Based on how Vlad responded to about Aries Spears versus Boosie. Boosie, he ain't say none of that. He really actually Vlad apologized to Boosie for the misunderstanding and everything, and that he'll bring Boosie on anytime he wants. And I was listening to this at one time. DJ Academics was explaining like, well, if paying this person an extra 30K, and Boosie wanted the whole amount they was getting. Of course, when it comes to analytics, but sometimes this is just business. You just kind of bring them on less, give them the money they want, and then bring them on less. You know what I mean? Yes, I'll give you more money, but now I don't want you here as much. So now you kind of mess up your opportunities. So I don't want to burn the bridge with you, but it seems like Vlad is just burning the bridge. He say, "Fuck it, I don't give a fuck about this nigga. Fuck him." Now the allegations of culture vulture, that is true, but we're talking about a Russian here now. But he has been in hip hop for a very long time. He only messed with black women, and that's fine with us. We don't really care about that too much. But the fact is, when you use our people to get ahead, and then you diss our people when it doesn't fit, that's the problem we have here. And he's just a businessman at the end of the day, right? For the black people, Aries Spears, Boosie Badass. This is why you see you're capitalizing from this man. He's paying you to capitalize from you, but you don't see your potential. So what you're not doing at the same time, Vlad has been giving Boosie Badass $20,000 each interview. What Boosie do with it? Blow it. He didn't think about making his own platform. He didn't think about streaming himself. He just know that there's a person making money from me, and I'm gonna just keep going at it, recycling. No, Aries Spears the same thing. Now, since they got their foot, somebody kicked them in the ass and told them, "Hey, get up out of here." Now they want to go get their own platform, but it's like, bro, you should have been building this the whole time, every time, because Vlad owns those videos. So all the videos, all the interviews, all the clips, that's Vlad's. Like Vlad owns that, even if it's of them and their likeliness, and that's why people need to understand the threat. The threat is the boss is the boss. Simple as that. And if you don't want the boss to fire you whenever said fits for said boss, then you must become the boss, right? And now I see that Aries Spears is going on now. He's gonna have to go back on tour because my man, he was just giving you $4,000 an interview, and you were coming on a lot. You should have just kept your mouth shut, like, all right, I agree with you, and then understood. It's kind of like, don't rule number one of 48 Laws of Power. If you don't know, hold on. Come on now. If you don't know, you about to find out what this rule number one say. Law one: never outshine the master. Hey, facts. Don't do it. At least don't do it so abruptly. You get what I'm saying? Never outshine the master. Not so quickly. You must know how to do it if you're going to do it. But if you outshine them, the master disintegrates you. You can't say, "Oh, damn, Boosie getting this much." That's the same thing Boosie did. Boosie said, "Damn, Tekashi 6ix9ine is getting 50K. You only paid me 25 max. I've been doing here longer than Tekashi, but Tekashi 6ix9ine's numbers better. Got a bigger audience. Even though Boosie, he gets a lot of people too. You see, and when I was listening to this, I was really thinking the comparison is the killer of joy. Not only did Vlad lose two good interviewers, Boosie Badass and Aries Spears lost a legit source of income coming in because they were comparing themselves to someone else that was not on their rank. That's why you don't look at other people and compare theirs to yours, because they just fucked up their bag. Vlad just kind of fucked up his bag in a way too. Now he got to rely on Tony Yayo. I don't think Godfrey goes on there anymore. Like other people that people don't want to listen to. Like I like Aries Spears' commentary on Vlad. I like Boosie Badass's commentary on Vlad. That's really why I listen to it. I ain't gonna lie with you, because sometimes in my eyes, Vlad is kind of lame. You know what I mean? I understand what he's doing. It's kind of like what's that? No Jumper. I don't like listening to No Jumper, bro. It's like a white man's trying to get into the black culture, and of course he can if he's into it and everything. But it's like they can't relate to it, type shit. You know what I'm saying? They kind of use the people that is actually in it and get their commentary. And what Vlad was doing, for the people that don't know, Vlad was really using the commentary of other black people to kind of like keep his shit alive. And it's like, oh, Boosie acts like when Vlad asks Aries Spears about Marlon Wayans, he's like, man, can't you believe this? Marlon Wayans asked me for $60,000 up front and residuals on all my videos that include him. As actually Marlon Wayans was thinking. He knew that you're a type of person that takes videos and owns it after the fact. He wanted residuals on that video. That's all. And then he sits there and talks to Aries Spears while, oh, he has the nerve to ask me for $60K, and you're telling this to a nigga you only paying $4K to. How you think this man? That's why you don't talk numbers. What you thought this man was gonna think? They gonna compete like, damn, like if this nigga get paid 60, Boosie getting paid 25, Tekashi getting 50, why the fuck am I getting 4? You get what I'm saying? So in a way, they're both not wrong. They're both not right. Vlad is looking at it like a business aspect, which is fine, but you're dealing with humans that you're telling numbers to. And they see another human that they could possibly do better than or get more numbers than. And they like, man, I should at least be getting like, if he can give this nigga an extra 5, I can at least get an extra 1. You can at least be paying me 5K instead of 4K. But that's the same how Boosie's seeing it. You can at least give me 30K instead of 25K. It's wicked, man. It's wicked. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section. There's a lot of drama evolved around this situation. And it hasn't stopped. Now, I don't think it's going to stop. I think some more people are going to come out the woodwork, and then Vlad is going to have less and less people eventually. But he's not going to fall, though. He's a business. He's going to always, if he even have to pay more money, he's going to pay more money. I guarantee you. I think Vlad, if he needs to, he's definitely going to pay more money, and that's how he's going to do it. What y'all think about that in the comments section? Tell me what y'all think in the comments. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.